1, 2, 3. Yep, we're up. What is going on, everybody? I always have to make sure that we actually end up going where we're going, where I think we're going anyways. Welcome to another makeshift pain in the ass tabletop Thursday, because the room is still not done. Now, we do finally have some movement on the room, so that's good. They're supposed to be coming out and starting tomorrow to start rebuilding the game room. What's going on, Sniper? So yeah, hopefully, I hope to God by next Thursday we'll be back in our regular space instead of this makeshift space. Thankfully for me, Flashpoint is relatively small, so it's easy to fit on this pane table. But a couple things before we get started. One, I think I have a better understanding of how the weapon tokens work, so I put them out. I shuffled up the markers, put them out on their respective spots, flipped them over, and then each round we'll roll a dice and a weapon will spawn. The item pickups, you're supposed to roll 2 dice, so like 6, 8, and you would count your columns and your rows. But it seems like every time I'm doing this, they always end up like in the same general space. So I did that for this one and maybe this one. And then I rolled this one here, which you can't really see super well. And I just put this one over here. So these are a little more confusing to me. I don't know if you're supposed to just pull one of those each round. So I just put one on top of each building starting the game, and we'll just figure that out as we go. The other thing, for those of you interested, our elites are going to watch today because I'm happy with how they came out, so they're just going to be off the board. Next time we play, we'll probably be using those, which, if I'm being honest, will probably be next Thursday, just because I'm in a real Halo-y mood lately. We just started playing through the Infinite campaign for the first time, now that we can actually play it co-op. So we're working through that, but which, if y'all want me to stream that, I guess I could, but it's kind of random, the times that we get going. So once again, I don't have the space, so I just have one row of cards. The left column is going to be blue team, which is the enemy team, and the right column is going to be me, red team. I'm playing both. It is what it is. And then command dice, which you could kind of see down here, is going to represent the same thing. So this is going to be blue on the left. This is going to be red on the right. I'm also using little baby D6 for wounds. It's just easier than using their wound counters. If they made, which I don't think they are, I'm going to try to find them. If wound counters were double-sided, that would maybe be a little bit easier, but most of them don't seem to be. I've got my little weapon pool over here, as well as all the cards, which we're going to play Capture the Flag today, as you know. Now, I played Oddball yesterday just to test one of the other objective modes, and it was a bit strange. I'm not going to lie. It seemed like whoever gets the ball first, it seemed really hard to get them to not have the ball, just because it was kind of difficult to kill them. It doesn't help that I picked up a couple weapons that made that harder, but it was pretty one-sided. I think that took me maybe an hour, and it was 11-0, so they never even got the ball. I died once, and it scattered right next to one of my other guys, so I don't know. That's why I want to play Capture the Flag today, even though typically I hate Capture the Flag in any actual game. But it is what it is. We're going to try it today. So my flag is, oh, you can see it right here. Blue flag's right here. This is set up per our book. So everything is set up exactly as it shows, except for the item pickups, but the weapons are where they go, the flags are where they go. We have blue spawns here, red spawns here. Okay. So before we get going, we're going to go ahead and spawn a weapon. I don't know if we should wait till after the first round, but we're going to go ahead and do it now because I do think the extra weapons spice things up quite a bit. So we're just going to roll a dice. 1. So our weapon is spawning right here. So I'm just going to reach over and grab a token. It is a sniper rifle. Now, the other thing, I've seen that people will leave that face down and then you move into it to see what it is. I don't know. I think it's more interesting to know what it is. So I'm just flipping them face up like they're floating there like they would in the game. So, and we'll roll off to see who goes first. I'll be the black dice. I'm going first. Before we move, we got to do scouts with the Zvezdas and my Zvezdas. I just kind of splat these dudes over here with a little bit of thought, but it's kind of hard to counter deploy myself. So I think my Zvezda over here, because he moves relatively slow, was going to kind of stick in this general area because he wouldn't be very good as a flag runner considering he moves so slow. And then I think him I wanted to bring up to this pickup maybe. And the shotgun guy maybe hold off this side. I think on red, I'm going to try to hold my flag area with my shotgun. And I didn't really have a game plan for the other ones. So, my Zvezda, I'm just going to move up 1 block in front. And I'm going to do the same with theirs. So, I'm also not going to put out activation tokens just because I feel like stuff moves so quick. It's just adding, another thing to have to worry about. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to have to mentally keep track of who has gone and who hasn't each turn. Okay, so I think... Oh, our command dice. Almost forgot. Let's roll mine. I don't really want special order, so I'm going to tactician that since we're using the full 4v4. Their rolls are pretty good, so I'm going to leave those the same. Ooh, okay. So that actually helps me, I think. Although I want that sniper rifle with the Deadeye, I think. But I don't know if there's really an effective way to get to it. But I don't really want them to have it either. So I could sprint... 1, 2, 3. That, I don't know if that really helps me. That's probably going to open me up to get shot quite a bit. So, Deadeye moves at a 2. I might hop up here and take an open shot at their Mark 7 while I can. And then I'll use my free advance to sidestep, maybe? Yeah. So, we're going to move. Just right up here. And we're going to shoot. Now, this is another thing I noticed yesterday, especially when you start getting in some of these other weapons. It would have helped if they, instead of 6 of each color, they gave you 8 of each color, because 6 is like you're just shy of having enough more often than not, especially if you start doing headshots and stuff, which I didn't do the first time. So, I don't know, that's just a personal problem, I guess. I don't know. A lot of people play other games, they have dice. I don't have any D8s but what it came with. So, but in this case, because we're on high ground, we're going to get an extra dice. So we're starting with 3. We're going to get 1 for high ground. We're going to get 2 for a clear shot. And then we're going to get 1 for optics. So if I really wanted to hammer down on this even more, I could spend this extra dice. But I'm going to save it. So just in case I need it for someone special. So we're looking for 3 up. So no headshots and 2 misses, but 5 hits. And all he's got is his standard 3 defense. And that is Mark 7. He's looking for 5. So he's got 1 save. So we'll get rid of those. Set aside the misses. That leaves 4. Now, it does have lethal 1, but I don't think that that comes into account unless I'm actually dealing wounds. Which, if that wasn't the case, maybe that would do his first wound, but I don't think it works that way. So, we have 4 hits. So, both of his shields go down. I don't have any armor piercing, so these other 2 are just going to go into armor. But he is now shieldless. And then I'm going to use my advanced command dice to just get out of the way a little. Okay. So now it is Blue's turn. And they do not have a free advance. I feel like almost in the same vein, he wants to go for that sniper rifle. But I'm going to go ahead and hop up here, grab this pickup, and then shoot down at my Deadeye. So we're going to hop up here. This is a health pack. Looks like a health pack. Yes. Which also, if you see me looking down, one, you guys, your chat is below my camera, so if I'm looking down, I'm only slightly an idiot. And then my reference dice and my special order thing are both over here. So I am going to set this on his base because it's easier for me to remember that way. And just so I know for sure, which I did tag my pages, so it's a little bit quicker to get stuff. The model carrying this item has the keyword life support triggered. Okay, well that's tedious. I have to go find something else. I'm going to assume it's just a wound. That's my guess. Life support automatically kicks in. This model is immediately returned to an undamaged state. An undamaged state. If the model suffers wounds but is not killed, then the life support automatically kicks in. The model is immediately returned to an undamaged state. This happens automatically and does not cost an action. Okay, can't be used to resurrect. So, okay, interesting. So I was wrong. It's not one, it's all. So that's a lot. That's good. Not for me. And he's going to shoot down at my Deadeye, so he's going to start at 3. And then he's going to have 1 for scope and 1 for high ground. And he is also looking for 3s. No headshots, 2 misses. Rolling my 3, I'm looking for 5s. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what I read / maybe heard in something along the way, at this point I'm kind of had a lot of information soaked in about it, is that 8s also count on defense. So it's more like a crit more than anything. Is that correct? I don't know if that's even... I don't remember where I read about the 8s in the book. So I'm not sure where I could find that super quick. Dice tests. Headshot mechanic applies to all dice tests. Okay, just kidding. Yep. Thank you. So that is 2 saves, 2 misses. So we'll go ahead and get rid of the saves. So that's 1 to my shields. So we'll flip my little shield guy over. And why not? We're going to use this free shoot, and we're going to do it again. So 3, 4, 5. Looking for 3s. He's got a headshot. That is the 3 get. Okay, that is a bunch of hits. That's not great. That's extra not great. Okay, so that's 4. So 1 of my shields. 2 to armor, and that deals me 2 wounds. and he has lethal, so he deals an extra wound. So that's 3 wounds. Unfortunate. He is now not looking hot. Now it's my turn. That kind of sucks. Now he's like kind of invincible, I feel like, if he's gonna, like, I just have to deal a wound to him to get that thing to go away. And then I also need to be moving toward the flag. But now I don't want to go that way because there are brawlers over there. Which also you can't see up here in the normal camera, but you can see it in my camera. There's no way around that right now, sadly. Sorry. Let's he moves so slow. A speed of 1. I think I'm gonna work my way up to the top of this. So for now, we're just gonna move up onto the low side of this tower, which you absolutely can't see, but he's right here. And then what's our range here? On Zvezda. 4. No, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think. Oh, he's already gone. Does pinning count cross rounds? It seems like everything's kind of cross rounds except for the command dice. So if I pin him, he'd have to wait till he stands up, I think. I don't know. We're just going to try to shoot, see if I can't get this dude's health pack off. So we have 3. We do have optics. And I think that's all the bonuses we're going to get because we're on the same level. There's no clear shots. So we're looking for 4s. Okay. That is 4 hits. And we're looking for 4s to save. That is 1 save, 2 misses. That's going to be both shields. Oh, wait, that's not the right one. This one. Oh, there's a 5. Okay. And then the other one, I guess, goes into armor. But we knocked off both of his shields. Okay, that's what I thought. I didn't think it would, like, because he's already gone this round, it would dissipate and then he would be fine at the start of his next thing. I thought it was next activation. Seems like most everything kind of spans the rounds in a sense, the way that you think that it would. So that's that. He didn't take any wounds, so his health pack hasn't been used. I'll have to maybe try to get him with something else. But it's their turn. I will say, I get it is kind of situational, but this like extra model command dice seems incredibly situational. Like you'd have to have 2 people next to each other, and you'd use that specifically to try to finish somebody off, I guess. I'm not going to bother bringing their Zvezda up here just yet, unless there's a weapon that he needs to grab. I think I'm going to run with this fella, just straight up the middle, which he moves 2. I'm going to put him behind this wall, and we're going to try to finish this guy off. So, mark 7. He has weight of fire 2, which I think means I re-roll 2 dice. I don't think it adds any dice. Let me double check. Nope, just re-rolling dice. So this is like an aim token from Legion in a sense. Rapid fire, I'm not going to try to pin him because he's almost dead. So we just have 3 dice. Range 4, which we're good. We're looking for 4s. 2 hits. And that is Deadeye. I'm looking for 5. So that's 3 saves. So we are all good. Okay. So now, Blue's got Zvezda and the Brawler left, and I've got my Mark 7 and my Brawler left to go. I'm not having a ton of luck on forward momentum here, but both of his shields are down. Yeah. This is the problem with playing myself, is like I know what I'm intending with all the models, and it's very hard to counterplay myself. Now, I have a losing record against myself, historically speaking. But yeah, it is. I don't know what that says about me as a person, that I lose to myself more often than I don't. I guess that means I put these fellas in poor positions to be taken advantage of. I'm sure there's a lesson somewhere in that, but yeah, I don't. I want to leave my Brawler here to defend my flag. But Zvezda's so slow. I don't know. Let's what do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I was gonna sprint up to the front here just to try to make some progress, and if nothing else, draw maybe some fire. But I almost feel like I'm gonna need to, because this guy's gonna go, I need some extra. So let's just double move up to the edge of this. Just enough to shoot up at this guy because his shields are down. We're gonna see if we can't get rid of that health pack if nothing else. Which in this case, we just have our 3 dice. We don't have anything else here. Yeah, because... yeah. All right. Let's just go for it. So we're looking for 4s. We're going to re-roll both of these. 8. Okay. Well, that worked out. We got 3 hits. Deadeye's looking for 5s. They got 1 save. Okay. That's good for me. Kind of. Just kidding. Both of that goes into armor. Tragic. Okay. So... let's... I really want to bring... command dice. It's those dang command dice. It's those external factors that still don't stick with me. Yeah, I could have added an extra dice in there, which might have, in that scenario, just got me a little wound, which would have got rid of that health pack. Oh well. I try not to retroactively redo things in that way, because technically I could just roll that extra dice now and see, but I'm not going to do that. Although now you've reminded me, now I'm going to use it on myself. I really want to bring Zvezda up here and shoot, but I don't have a free advance, and I don't want him to get stuck up here. He can actually move. Oh, he could still get a shot off. So we're going to move with their Zvezda. And that's actually going to give him an open shot. So we're going to start with 3, 2 for open shot, 1 for optics. And Zvezda. And you know what? Because we're at the end, we're going to spend one of theirs to add in an extra dice here. So he's got a giant handful of dice to shoot my Mark 7 in the ass. And we're looking for... what? 5s? No. 4s. Okay, so we have a miss, a miss, a miss, a miss. And then we've got double headshot. Oh boy. Okay. So we got 5 hits. And we're going to use up my command dice on defense, because I feel like I'm going to need it. Oh, brother. The Mark 7's looking for 5s. That's 4 misses. Ugh. So 2 to shields, 2 to armor, and 1 to wound. And he doesn't have lethal or anything. No. Okay, well, you know, that could have been worse, let's be honest. Certainly could have been better, but it could have been worse. But right now, we're even in the shield department. So both Mark 7s are down, both Deadeyes are down, and the other 2 are still fine. So, hey. Okay, so it's my turn, and the only things left to go with are the brawlers. Now, I can try to wiggle around here to get some shots off and still be in an area to defend the flag. 1, 2. He's not in range to shoot. So I don't really know if it's going to do me any good to do anything with this guy in this scenario. I don't want to take him anywhere. So I don't think I'm going to. I am going to move up 1 cube, and I'm going to crouch just in case I need it. And their brawler, because even though it is in my head that I should defend with the brawler, that's what I'm doing with my guy. I'm going to play them more aggressively. I just need to try to play myself differently. So this guy, he's going to go on a flanking route. 2 and 3. We're going to sprint. Here, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to tuck in over here. So we're going for a sprint around the side. And that is the end of that round. Everybody has gone. So we're going to flip a token. I hate these cards came ever so slightly curved, so it makes stacking these in this way a pain because they rock. Anyways, let's go ahead and get our command dice reset. I don't know if I'm going to need this special order. Unless I decide to jump up here with this guy, which maybe I'll do that just to play with the special order. So we'll just leave that as is. And double advance and a dice. Okay. Let's roll our dice for our weapon. 5. Let's draw a weapon. A battle rifle. Okay, well this actually opens up some opportunity here, I think. Now it's not great because he has such a poor range stat roll. But that at least gives my brawler the option to pick up a ranged weapon here if I want it. Which I will probably do. So. Weapon spawn. We're not going to put out another power-up just yet. Especially because I don't know how you decide which of those would spawn. Unless you're supposed to roll the 2 dice, column and row, each round to see where a new power-up would spawn. Maybe that would make sense. I don't know. I'm not that worried about it. Okay. That's all of our round stuff. And I'm just going to stay with the same activation order. I was rolling off each round to see who was going first, but I think it was something along the lines of like whoever finishes using their models first goes first in the next round, which means keep the same activation order. So that's what I'm going to do. Also, side note, it just hit me. I did order some new microphones today for this type of content, which I'm really excited about, actually, on a pretty good Black Friday deal. So hopefully the audio, which I don't think it's terrible currently, but hopefully it will get better. I ordered the, what is it, the Lark M2s. It's a Hollyland Lark M2s, I think. They have a Mark 1, a Mark 2, and a Max. And the Mark 1 honestly seemed really good, and the Mark 2 seemed better. And the max didn't seem that much better for the price difference. So, but they're like the size of like a button. They're nice. One game I play makes you draw a unit turns at random. Yeah, Legion's like that. Other than like your order control, you just pull tokens from the pile and you just activate whatever unit you pull. Whereas it seems like most things aren't like that, I guess. Most of the time, these little cheap microphones are fine. They just get a little weird sometimes. Like the wireless connection, I guess, gets a little weird. There's a video for Star Wars Legion coming out. I think it's next Friday, probably, about the different saber forms in that game. And they were really finicky, and that video specifically is why I was like, all right, I'm getting new microphones, because audio is a big deal. So, anyways, let's get to it. I feel like I need to go with this guy before he dies, but if I wait, that'll give me the opportunity to just respawn wherever and shoot. So maybe I won't go with him yet. Let's go ahead and go with this guy. That way he can't be run up on. I guess he still could be run up on. Anyways, we're going to go with my Zvezda, who's over here. And we are going to hop up to this. We're going to grab the pickup that's up here, which is this translocator. Yes, quantum translocator. So this is kind of interesting. I actually used this yesterday in Oddball. So I could essentially, if I wanted to go do something ridiculous, I could basically set this here and like move, shoot, and then just relocate back up there at the end of my activation. So you could put yourself in some dangerous scenarios to pull back out of them, so that's pretty cool. Can I shoot at this fella? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our range is 6. Yep. And now, I want to say that this would be a clear shot, but I don't necessarily. It's like where he's standing right in the center of the cube is ever so slightly obscured by this border from like his perspective. So I'm not going to play it as a clear shot, but we do have high ground. So we have 3, 1 for optics, 1 for high ground. And we're looking for 4s. Ooh, double headshots, nice. Get rid of that. Slide these out of the way. Roll our 2 headshots. Alright, so that's a good roll. I'm actually going to go ahead and spin their extra dice on this defense roll. And Deadeye's looking for 5. Okay, well that's unfortunate. So 3 saves, which is going to knock out his shield, and then the other one's just going into armor. So. Not great, especially considering he has that health pack. Honestly, maybe I should be running the flag for this guy. And can we just accept that the Halo theme music may just be like the greatest theme song for a game ever? It's so good. Everybody knows what it is. Anyways. So that's his turn done. He still has this damn health pack. It's their turn. So he moves 2 cubes. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move down here. I'm gonna grab this sniper rifle, and then he's gonna use his second square to just come back up here. Put this over here. Part of what I've been doing with these cards, especially playing in this tiny little space, is just putting them in the dice tray, so I could reference them easier. So he hopped down, picked that thing up, came back up, and his second action is just going to be to shoot. which actually I'm not going to shoot at this guy because I feel like it's kind of a waste given all of his stuff. But this puts him in a pretty good defensive position to watch their flag. So, unfortunate. But we're going to shoot this guy because he's pretty weak. So we're going to have 3. We've got sniper scope, which is 2. And we headshot on 7s. And we've got high ground. That should be it. It has AP 1, lethal 1, and ESD 1, which he does have 1 shield. So we're looking for 3s. Okay, that's all a bunch of hits and a headshot. So that is 7 hits. Yikes. Mark 7's looking for 5s. So that is 2 saves. Get rid of those. God. ESD of 1, so this shield, oh, that's not me. This shield's just going to get knocked out anyways. I'm only going to lose 1 to armor, and he's dead. He's super dead. That's 4 wounds. Plus lethal 1, that's 5 wounds. He's super dead. So I'm just going to set him over here with the dice. I will say the sniper rifle, especially if I can like pick it up by the dead eyes. Yesterday when I played a test game was just as effective as that, which lends to the problem that I was talking about in our learning session. That being, it was really hard to kill anybody. So yeah, it kind of proves that point of picking up some of these other weapons. You can obliterate people. So, although the good thing is now he's gone, I don't have to worry about him. But it's my turn. I think I'm going to hop up with my guy here, which I believe loses me crouch. So we're going to hop up here. We're going to pick up this battle rifle on maybe not the best person for that job. Put the card in the box. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really tempted just to run for it. Because, oh. It's also funny, it says you score a point for capturing the flag. But then it says if neither player has scored 3 points at the end of the rounds, the game ends and the player with the most points wins. But what if neither of us have points? Nobody wins. It's just a big fat tie. Like, I feel like shooting this guy just does nothing for me. What I can do is shoot this guy over here because I have an open shot. Range of 5, 1, 2, oh. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Let's try to get some damage going. So we're going to have 3. 1 for optics. 1 for high ground. 2 for clear shot. But we're looking for 5s on the range test, which is not great. That's double headshots, though. So let's misses. Roll the headshots. Misses. So we only have 3 hits here. But we do have weight of fire 1, so we'll re-roll 1 of those. So we get an extra hit in there. It's 4. We'll roll defenses. Vesda's looking for 4s. Okay, so he's got 1 save. 2 of these go to shields. And the other one's going into armor. It does have AP 1, but you know, not enough to get through there. And then we're actually going to use a free advance here to get out of harm's way, I think. Or do I want to get in harm's way? You know what? We're getting in harm's way, baby. We're going. We're gonna move. I'm probably gonna be visible either way. Move into the corner of that cube there. We're going for it. Plan's going out the window. It's only the second round. So both of these guys have gone, and only he has gone. So it's their turn. I think our assault fella here is going to. He moves 2. I think he's going to run by our brawler here, and he's going to try to shoot him in the ass instead. So we're going to go 1, 2, and dodge his cube, and then we're going to shoot him, which is just going to be a 3 + 2 for clear shot. Mark 7's looking for 4s. Okay, well that was as good a roll as it could have been. Okay, good a miss. We got 5 hits on the poor guy. Okay. And Brawler's looking for 5s. So we got 3 saves. Get rid of all those. Oh, thought I dropped one. And then those are going to go into his shields. Those last 2. So, and then I'm going to use a free advance to move him 1 closer, which this is not looking great for me. Yeah. So it's my turn. I could go with this guy. Which I think I'm going to. And I think I'm probably just going to sprint. Because I think the first move has to be onto the board anyways. So let's flip these fellows back over. Sprint of 3, so 1, 2, 3. It's their turn, which is just their brawler and their Zvezda. Which I guess let's just go ahead and their Zvezda is going to move up 1 and take a clear shot at our brawler in the middle. We're going to have 3, 2 for clear shot, 1 for optics. And I'm looking for 4s. Oh, God. Double headshots. Triple headshots. Bethesda does not have weight of fire. Okay. Well, that is, again, a tragic hit of 6. And Brawler's looking for 5. Okay, so we save 2. That's going to go 2 to armor and 2 to wound. All right, not great. Not great. My turn, and the last guy I have to go with is this fella. Which I'm going to just try to get something here because he's almost dead anyways. And my defense guy just left his post. So I move 2. 1. diagonal move 2 so I can get a clear shot. That's going to give us 3. 1 for optics, 2 for clear shot. And we're looking for 3s. No headshots, but all hits. So we got 6 hits. And Mark 7's looking for 5. So they got 1 save. Get rid of 1 save. And their Mark 7 still has a shield. So get rid of 1 shield. 2 to armor. And then that has lethal 1. So that's going to be 3 on wounds. I think, if I math correctly. 5 total. Yeah. 1 to shield, 2 to armor, 2 to wound. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, how the turntables, their boy now has 3 wounds as well. So, you know what? Last guy on their team to go is this brawler, which we're just going to keep poofing it. And we're just going to ignore this guy because he hasn't done shit. And I think we're just going to sprint back to this back corner. Yeah. So that is the end of round 2. Things are looking some sort of way. Flip one of all these shields. I am winning the shield game right now, for whatever that's worth. I need this music to relax. Go ahead and roll my command dice. I don't want the special order, so we're just going to re-roll it. 3 extra shoots. Okay, that could be something. I don't really like the extra model, so we're just going to get rid of it. Extra dice, free shoot, free assault. Okay. Let's check our weapon. 4. Which is over there. Let's draw a weapon. Another battle rifle. Which, by the way, I didn't pick up all the weapons. I just grabbed like 8 of them out of the box, and that's what's there. Okay, weapon spawn. I wouldn't mind spawning another power-up, but again, I don't really know how you decide where it would spawn. So I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I mean, I guess there's one here and one here, and we could just roll a dice and say upper half of the 8 is here and lower half of the 8 is there. Why not? So 4 to 8. 5 to 8. 1 through 4. 4 to 8. See, that doesn't work. I don't care. No more pickups. Let's just keep messing myself up here. So, I'll be going first. I'm going to go ahead and try to finish off our fella here while I've got him in a good spot. So just 3, 1 for optics, 2 for clear shot. And we're looking for 3s. That is a bunch of hits and a headshot. Okay, so he should be dead. Mark 7's looking for 5s. So yeah, that's 1 save, 1 to shield, 2 to armor, 3 to wound. Yeah. So He is dead. Mark 7, blue Mark 7 has died. So that'll learn him. Yeah, I guess you catch people out in the right circumstances with the shoot modifiers. It can add up quite a bit, especially because your defense dice. I guess I could have rolled an extra defense dice with the command dice, but you catch people in the right spots, you could do a good bit. It's their turn. I think 1, 2, 1, 2. Like technically he's 3 away, so I can't shoot. So we're gonna go with our brawler, and we're gonna double move and crouch behind this barricade over here. So he's creeping toward the flag. So their shotgun might be the runner here. It's my turn. Now I don't know if it works this way, but it's going to work this way for me because it makes sense. It would make sense. Because I was going to sprint, but then if I go 1 cube past this spawn, technically I could just bring him on right behind him. Whereas if I plant him in this cube, then in my head he'd have to come in over here. So I don't want him to spawn right next to me. So we're gonna move and crouch. Which are these the crouch tokens? Yes. So again, I don't know if it works that way, but it's gonna work that way today. Just back to them. I think this Zvezda wants this battle rifle. He's gonna pop up here. And he's gonna have a battle rifle. So he's gonna try to take out this fella. She's gonna have 3, 2 for clear shot, 1 for high ground, 1 for optics. So he's got 7. And I'm looking for 4s. Miss, 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 miss. Good Lord. And 1 headshot. Okay, 2 headshots. Let's go ahead and spin this extra dice. So that's 4. Brawler's looking for, what was it, 5s? 5s. Ooh, bunch of misses. That's going to be 1 to shield. AP of 1. Now, I guess I could have rerolled one of those dice too, but I don't guess it matters too much. And then 2 to wound, which 2 more with a wound kills our guy. Okay. One day we're going to get to the flag, I promise. I'm trying. He doesn't have anybody else he really could shoot because you can't really see him. Okay. So it's back to me. This guy's here. I think I'm gonna. Oh, I got to roll the scatter for that battle rifle. There's a chart. I think it's like 1 in the top left for scatter. I was in this cube here, and we have a 1, which means this gets dropped in that cube. So there's a battle rifle up for grabs. But I'm going to bring my brawler on here, and I think I'm just going to sprint up the side of the field. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So my brawler is now over here. I could have moved into this guy, but I'm just going to count on these other people to handle this guy, because I'm going to have 2 people moving in on the flag, hopefully. So it's back to them, and I've gone with 1, 2. So he's my last guy. Then, okay, yeah. So let's go ahead. Oh man, let's go ahead and bring this dude onto the field, and he's gonna move on here. And he's just gonna take a shot at my brawler. So I'm gonna have 3, 2 for clear shot. Mark 7's looking for 4s, so that is 1 miss. But way to fire 2. That is all hits. Brawler's looking for 5s. That is not good. Well, yeah, he's fresh, so that's 2 to shields. And then 2 to armor. Okay, so his shields are down, but he's okay. Relatively speaking. Back to me, which is just this guy. Which sucks, I had all these extra shoots and I didn't really need them for people that I could reach. And then this dude over here didn't have anything to shoot at when he did move. I mean, relatively speaking, I guess. So this guy. Where do we want to take him? I think we need... We're not going to use that translocator yet, but we are going to move down here. And we're going to shoot at their guy coming in. So that's going to be 3. 2 for clear shot. 1 for optics. 1 for high ground. And Zvezda's looking for 4s. Now, triple headshot makes up for all these terrible misses. Okay, so we got 5 hits. Brawler's looking for 5s, but he has a +1 for crouch. Reroll this for the 8. So 3 saves. Rather tragic. Both shields, nothing else. And loses crouch. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and spend an extra shoot, because I can. This might be the only time I can. And we're going to do that again. 3, clear shot, optics, high ground. Looking for 4s. Yeah. And then for the headshot, Brawler's looking for 5s. So it's 2 saves, 2 to armor, and 2 on the wound. Okay. So their last guy is this dude, but I don't think he really wants to move. Although he might want to move. Oh, you know what? I think we can. Oh no, because he can't see over that. I feel like he kind of wants to stay in place, but maybe he would be better served going for their flag because he has this health pack, and he's got. Although I'm going to keep him up there. I think he wants to be up top, but we can absolutely shoot this guy now. But we're on the same level, so no high ground. No clear well, yeah, I guess it'd be a clear shot for him, so this Zvezda might get killed here. 3, 2 for sniper scope, 2 for clear shot. And we're looking for 3s. One for headshot. Okay, that's not bad. Zvezda's looking for 3s, 5s, 4s. Okay, so we got 3 saves. Gimme. It's ESD of 1. That's going to pop one of my shields. 1 goes into the other shield. And then 1 has an AP of 1, so the other one's going into armor. So thankfully I just barely skirted out of those wounds. Thankfully. Okay. That is the end of round 3. Still have yet to get to the flags. And it's kind of even still, I think. Relatively speaking. Go ahead and flip our shields here. Let's go ahead and do command dice. Don't like that. Okay. Some advances would be great, but I got none. Okay, we have the exact same dice. Now let's go ahead and check a weapon. 8. Wow, we picked. We got a plasma carbine. Okay. So that is all of our stuff. So here we go. I'm not going to go with this guy yet, so I don't want to. This dude's going to get shot regardless, I think. I'm going to wait to go with him. I'm going to go with the brawler here. And he doesn't have any wounds, but he does have 1 shield down. I wouldn't mind assaulting, but I don't want to get stuck in that cube with him because I kind of need to get to the flag. And he still has all of his health and a shield, so I could sprint 1, 2, 3, and that puts me right next to the flag. That's what I'm gonna do. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna sneak on in there. I think we're on a barrier there. That's fine. So now it's their turn. Let's go with Zvezda. Move 1. We should be able to see this guy over here, I think. Oh, he's not actually in the cube that I thought. Maybe he can't see him. Ooh, let's see. No, he can see him. It's just not a clear shot. So we're going to have 1 for high ground, 1 for scope. We're looking for 4s. And then I've got a crouch, and Mark 7 is looking for 5s. Okay, well, that's terrible. So we had 1 save. Thankfully, my Mark 7 has both shields. And then that last one's going into armor. And we lose the crouch. Let's let's see. Now it's back to me. I'm gonna go with my Zvezda and try to clear out their shotgun guy since I have these extra shoots and I'm in such a good spot again. That's gonna be 3, 1 for optics, 2 for clear shot, and 1 for high ground. I'm looking for what? 4s and 2 headshots. So I got 5 hits. I'll go ahead and spin their extra dice. Brawler's looking for 5. So it's 2 saves. Brawlers, we're going to pop shield and then 2 go to armor. I'm going to go ahead and spin my extra shoot. And we're going to do it again. What was it? 4s? 4s. So that was only 1 miss, and then we got a headshot. Another headshot. Good lord. How the turntables. So that is 8 wounds, or 8 hits. And he's looking for 5s. 2 saves. Get rid of those. 2 to armor, and he's dead. Okay, my flag is safe. We're actually in the advantage here. Which at this rate, we're going to be playing to the score of 1 at this pace. Good lord. Which again, I don't know if I just am not playing this right or what, but good lord. Maybe I need more terrain. I didn't want to have it over terrain. I just tried to build it out relatively symmetrically. I don't know. But it's their turn. I think I'm going to bring this guy. 1, 2, 3. We're going to sprint in. We're going to grab this battle rifle for their Mark 7. It's back to me. Well, hell, actually. 1. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll just move him up. 2, and we're gonna take a clear shot here. 1 for optics. We're gonna have 6, and we're looking for 3s. That is a pretty good roll. We got 2 headshots. Our guy here's looking for 5s. That was not a good roll. So, gonna have 1 to shields, 2 to armor, and 2 to wound. Okay, back to me. No, back to them, sorry. So they got up here and this guy to go. I'm gonna go ahead and bring back on this guy, which the first thing has to be to move. He moves 2, so we have 1, 2. That's the other thing. If I sprint into a cube, does that still trigger an assault? I would assume that it does. Yeah, it's just a free action if you move into a thing, so. Yeah, okay, thanks. So we're gonna actually sprint onto the board here and try to tie up this guy on the flag. So we're going to have 3 and then +2. That guy is not wounded. So yeah, we're going to have 3 + 2. And we're looking for 3s, I think. Yeah, 3s. So we got 4 hits. I'm going to go ahead and take my extra dice here. Got an 8. I'm looking for 5s. Not great. Got 2 saves. And then we got 2 wounds to deal with here, which my brawler has a shield, which is going to get popped by ESD. And then those 2 are just going to wound me because it has armor piercing too. So that's tragic. Try to use the feeling there. Something like that. Okay. Back to me. I'm going to move. Do I want to sprint? He does have an opportunity here, but he's going to get shot in the ass by this dude up here. So I think I'm not going to sprint. I'm going to move and I'm going to crouch. Because with him standing up here, I don't think he would have a clear shot. But if I move 1 space further, I think he will have a clear shot. So I'm going to stay a little bit below him for now. So move and crouch. This guy is just going to crouch and shoot. So he's going to have 3, 4, 5 for high ground, 1 for the crouch. So he's getting 1 less dice than if he did have a clear shot. Oh, and he has a sniper rifle. Very unfortunate. So we're looking for 3s. Okay, no headshots. No 7s or 8s. That's good. That's good. Very good. Very good. We're looking for 5. Okay, we got 2 saves. Get those out. ESD of 1, which he doesn't have any shield. AP of 1, so 1 of these will go to armor, and then 1 to wound. And I only rolled 1 of his dice. Okay, it wouldn't have mattered anyways. But at least I feel better about it because that was literally the plan going into that. Okay. And that is the end of round 4. Goodness. Yeah. Let's go ahead and check a weapon. We got an energy sword on the field. Check something here. Okay, so I could maybe grab that flag and hoof it a little bit. Which I definitely need to get it onto this side of the field. It's going to put me right into that cube. Can I attack if I'm holding a flag? It doesn't say anything about it. It just says you can't carry more than 1 other item. So I guess I could still assault with the flag potentially. If I move... Well, actually, you know what? Oh, that's really going to open me up, isn't it? And I don't have any hope of killing these two guys. So I could do my third move with a sprint up. But... And then I just have to hope that it scatters when he inevitably dies. Or I can move in to assault this guy, but I don't think melee works like that in this game as far as protecting me from being shot. And if I move straight across, I'm going to land right in their puddle of stuff. Oh, also got to flip their shields here. And do some command dice. Okay, need some free assault. Okay, well, that's something, I guess. I need some free advances for myself. No, I got double free advances. Tragic. So I got one free advance to work with. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sprint. 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab the flag. We're going to... So it says I can only use command dice of the same type once per thing. So I'm going to shoot while I have a good advantage. I'm going to shoot down at this guy with my free shoot. So that's just going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 for clear shot and 1 for high ground. And I'm looking for 4s. And he's looking for 5s. So he's got 2 saves. 1 to shield and the other one to armor. And then I'm going to use this free advance to get down. Yeah. So now it's their turn. Which... feel like I want to go with this guy, and I'm just going to crouch and shoot to get a little bit of extra oomph on this shot. It's going to be 2 and a clear shot, and we're going to go ahead and pop this extra dice. 3 clear shot. Oh, and the crouch, and we're looking for 4s. Okay, well, that was a better roll than mine. We got 2 headshots. Oh, boy. That is 8 hits. And I'm looking for 5s. We got 8. That's 2 saves. 1 to shield, 2 to armor. 3. Oh no, I forgot he already had a wound dice with 1, and he just took 3 wounds. He's dead. Damn it. So now we gotta scatter this thing, and if it scatters... Okay, it can't scatter off the board, thankfully. So let's see where this flag's gonna fly off to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, just bounces 1 spot over. Okay, could have been worse. It's fine. Back to me. Ooh, I have an opportunity here. Because my guy here still has this translocator. I could sprint to this flag, which I'm going to. So we're going to drop the translocator. We're going to sprint to the flag, and then translocate back up. So unintentionally, translocator thing came in super handy. We might capture a flag eventually. So it's back to them. So he can't take a shot. You know what? I'm going to start bringing this guy around to look for a flag cap, I think, because he's not doing a lot. So I think he's going to sprint 1, 2, 3 to here and just be ready to shoot in the next turn, I guess. So back to me. I'm going to shoot this dude. Oh, I have some free advances to do. Not that it really makes too much of a difference. You know, we're going to go ahead and spin. I was about to say, it'll come back. Somebody was calling me, it would seem. I use my main phone for my selfie cam, which I text people all these things, and they just don't listen. So it's all good. I'm going to shoot here, even though I just technically advanced this fella over here. Just because he's only got one thing. He's got both of his shields up. I don't think it really matters. Oh, hell, he does have both of his shields up. And he's my last guy short of my brawler. He's not going to be able to... Yeah, if you ever see that looking for phone or whatever, it'll come back. It just takes a second. And that'll happen on both of them. So... I was going to use... Because I've got a bunch of GoPro 8s, I think, I was going to use for different angles and things, but those cameras are just terrible inside. Like really, really bad. So this was the better option, to be fair. So he only needs 2 wounds. I could reset him. Although this guy might clean up my flag runner if I'm not careful. I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to just try to whittle down something on this guy because he's just proven to be invincible. So we're going to crouch and shoot. So we're going to have 3. 1 for optic, 1 for crouch, 2 for clear shot. Let's see. Looking for 3s. Okay, that was a good roll. What was that? It was a 4, I think. Nah, it's already past the delay. I don't know what it was. It was a hit, though, I'm pretty sure. And Deadeye's looking for 5. So that's 2 saves. And that's going to be 2 shields. And then 1 into armor. So, kind of tragic. Still has that damn health pack. So I think the last 2 people to go are these guys. And it's going to be them first. Which... Forgot he has wounds. That's not good. Okay. Looking for 3s. Okay, he had a bad roll. I'm looking for 5s. Oh, okay, also a bad roll. Brawler. That's going to be ESD 1, AP of 2, which gives me a wound on his one attack. Puts him on 3. Now it's my turn, and I have a free assault, so he's getting double assaulted. So same attack in the other direction. We got crit. So we got 3 hits. He got 1 save. So that is shield AP2, so that's 2 wounds on him. And if I'm lucky, I can finish him off with this free assault, I guess. Okay, well that's not good. Yeah, so 2 hits, he had 3 saves. Tragic. No finishing off of that fella. Okay, that's the end of this round, I believe, because the only dead guy I got off the board was the first guy that went. So that was the end of round 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Go ahead and get some command dice. I don't want that. Okay, I guess I'm having it anyways. Also, I remember in the demo versions, the command dice were like those kind of ugly blue and white. And then in the Spartan edition, I don't know if this was for like pre-orders or whatever, but we got these nice marble white and blue, which I think looks so much better. I don't know if that's just all Spartan editions are going to come with the marble white, and the Recon edition come with the blue, or if that was like a pre-order thing. I'm not sure, because it looks like the dice pack that they sell is also the blue and white. Okay. Oh wait, I don't actually have to get it. Yeah, that would make sense. But I like these dice way better than those blue ones. But I also forgot, which I guess let's go ahead and get a weapon out. 3. Oh, it's going to spawn right next to that guy. It is Hydra. I don't actually have to get to my flag like in the regular game. I just have to get to a spawn point. So we're going to go ahead and go with Zvezda, who has a 1 block move. And we're going to jump right into there and score us a point. And pop that guy back over there. And we're in round 6. So there's only a couple rounds left. And now I have a point. So that's good. So Zvezda just moved. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm in range. I'm going to shoot at this guy. And I did flip my shields, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to shoot, and then I'm going to free advance a little. And that is a clear shot. So we're going to have 3, 1 for optics, 2 for clear shot. And we're looking for 4s. It's a good roll. Headshot. So we got all hits. Ugh. Get in the tray. Oh, double. Okay. Yeah. And we're looking for 5s. So that's all saves. Tragic. That's only 1 hit, and that's just going to go into his shield. So we had a good roll, and he had some lucky 8 rolls. Unfortunate. And we're going to go ahead and spend this free advance. Ooh, or do we? Or not. I'm going to save this for when I bring my other guy onto the field. Because I could get a 4-block move using that off a sprint or something. So I'm going to save that. So it is their turn. I don't even know if this guy necessarily wants to shoot this guy. I think he's going to sprint 1, 2, grab the flag, and start crossing the field, which is not good for me. So my turn. Not gonna do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could do that. I'm not gonna go with him just yet. Let's go with this guy. And 1, 2. We're going to take a shot at the guy carrying the flag here. So we're going to have 3, 4 for optics, and 2 for open shot. And we're going to go and spin this extra dice, because we need this guy to die. And we're looking for 3s. Okay. Could have been better. We did get a headshot and a miss. Okay. Although we can't kill him, because if he takes any wounds, he's just going to use the damn health pack. We're looking for 5s. Of course, he got an 8. So that's 3. And what that means is that they both just go into armor. God dang it. This man might as well just be the chief, I think. Tragic, tragic, tragic. So it's their turn. Let's go with... I don't really know who to go with. It's a fight of 4. Let's do... fuck it. Let's grab the sword. Oh, I can't, because he's actually already got a battle rifle. I forgot about that. So, never mind. We're not going to do that. But we're going to do that anyways, just to get an angle to shoot. Let's go ahead, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're good. We're looking for 3. Not a clear shot. So he's just got 3. And we'll throw in an extra dice. Battle rifle. Looking at the wrong thing. So we're looking at 4s. We have way to fire 1. And we had optics. So we got 5. looking for 5s. I got 2. Deadeye is going to pop 2 shields, and then the last one's going to go into armor. I might as well use up this shoot. This free shoot. 3, 4. That was not a good roll on his end. And that goes into armor. Okay. So it is my turn. I want to bring him on last. Let's go with my fella over there. We're looking for 3s. And he's looking for 5s. So that is going to be ESD of 1. So it's going to pop his last shield. By default, AP of 2. So he's going to take 3 wounds. Which, okay, cool, actually. That means he is dead. Which I think he's actually... Oh, no, they've only got him with 2. That means count. No, I didn't. Okay. All right, man. See you. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate you. Let's go ahead and bring our boy up. Oh wait, no, it's their turn. Let's go ahead and bring their guy on. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're gonna shoot. We're gonna shoot this fool in the back. We are gonna have a clear shot. And we're looking for 5s. Oh God, he missed all of them. So good for me, not good for them. So now it's my turn, and the last guy to go for them is Zvezda. So I'm gonna come on to the board. I'm gonna sprint 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to use my free advance to go here, I think. So that's the end of round 6. We go to round 7. Which if I can get this dude, I'm not going to be able to get him killed. Because at the end of round, I don't need him to score. Because I don't see me being able to score, but we'll see. Go ahead and check dice. I need 3 advances. Nice. That almost worked out entirely in my favor, but it did not. Go ahead and flip some shields. Their brawler has both shields because he just came back on. I think that all looks correct. Somehow this guy that got riddled at the beginning of the game has lived through all of it so far. I'm not going to spawn another weapon because there's only one left. I mean, hell, we'll roll it. If it hits a 5 or a 6, it doesn't. So I'm not going to spawn another weapon on the same spot. Okay, so I'm going first. Their Deadeye's got 1 shield. Do not have an extra shoot, which would be incredibly useful. What are the stats on this carbine? Would it be more useful? Knockback, lethal 1, and optics versus. So the only difference is that it has, oh, it does have AP of 1. Okay, I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna grab this carbine on my Deadeye, and then I'm just gonna come back and take a shot over here. So that's gonna be 3 plus 2 for shot, 1 for optics. I'm gonna spin my extra dice, and I'm looking for 3s. Put this in the box. Okay. Surely I can get through and at least consume that med pack and have a hope of killing him in the next 2 rounds before he gets that flag there. He's looking for 5. Damn his 8s. Okay. So I only got 2 saves. Part of why I grabbed that is because it has an AP of 1. So he's got 1 shield. So that's going to eat 1. He's got AP of 1. So these 2 would go to wound. But if he takes damage, it pops the life support and he just goes back to no damage. So that just eats that, which isn't great, but it's kind of fine. It's kind of fine. He's at least killable now. I'm not going to be able to kill him though. I don't think. So I guess we're just going to go for it. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to sprint up the middle. Make sure this microphone doesn't die. I did charge it, so it should be fine. But okay, back to me. So my priority right now needs to be killing that dude. Which at this point, I almost don't really even need to try to capture the flag anymore. I just need to stop them from scoring that flag. So I only have 2 more rounds. Although the flag doesn't reset. No. Oh, no. Which is weird they didn't have a reset thing. Like if I walked into the cube with it. So no, I do need to get their flag. Okay, let's see. So we're gonna sprint. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna free advance to grab the flag. So now it's their turn. Is that dude not dead? No, he's not dead. I guess we'll just go with Vesta here and shoot him in the top of the head. So we're going to have 3, clear shot, and high ground. And there's Vesta's got the battle rifle, which is way to fire 1. We're looking for 4s. And we'll wait to fire 1 of these. Okay, that's a good roll. Okay, that's a really good roll. So we got 5 saves, so he is completely A-okay. Oh, I guess I could have crouched and shot with him. That's fine. Back to me. I think, because again, killing him doesn't do anything. I'm going to run interference here. 1, 2, to assault this guy and tie him up. That's 3 hits on the assault, and because I moved into him, got an 8. That's 5 hits on the assault. Let's save that extra dice. Woo. That is 2 saves. ESD of 1. So 1 goes into the other shield. Has AP of 2, so he takes 2 wounds. Okay. Let's see. Now it's their turn. I'm going to go with this guy. I'm going to move here and shoot our boy in the back. He also has a battle rifle. So we're going to have 3, 2 for clear shot, 1 for optics. And we're going to spend our extra dice here. We're looking for 4s. And he's got weight of fire 1. Okay, so that wasn't a bad roll on his half. And we're looking for 5s. So we saved 1. But our guy has both shields. Ooh. BR has AP of 1, so we're going to take a wound. Okay, this is something. We can work with this. So it's my turn. Which the only guy that hasn't gone is Zvezda. Oh, we're going to go ahead and start booking it over here to hopefully grab this flag if he dies. We're just going to sprint. That's that. Oh, and then our last guy over here. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Well, he's got 4 because I'm wounded. So he's got 3 hits. I'm looking for 5s. 8. Tragic. Save 1. Brawler, so that's ESD of 1. So we'll pop a shield, and the other one just goes into my other shield. Okay. That is the end of round 7. So we go into the last round here. Round 8. Go ahead and flip some tokens. Blue team is sprinting for a tie, which I guess in hindsight, maybe I should have tried to shoot. Oh wait, well, because I sliced up the middle, he's got to get to a respawn point, actually, which is over there. I almost forgot. Which, I mean, I guess from here I could have... Oh yeah, I guess it would have been a little closer. So I was going to the flag. Game brain, not tabletop brain. You have to get it to your spawn points, which... whatever. That definitely makes a little more sense in this sense when you're moving with tiles. But it's my turn. I can't take the most direct route because it'll tie me up in an assault, I think. So we're going to go ahead and go with this guy. We're going to sprint. 1, 2, 3. Gotta do command dice. Oh, that's... Oh, that's the worst roll it possibly could have been. Oh, that is not good. Okay, well that helps. I think he needs a free advance. Let's go. No free advance for him. Okay. So it's their turn. Let's go ahead and go with their flag runner, who's going to sprint 3. 1, 2, 3, which is going to capture it, and now we're tied. Damn it. Yep. Which means I need to somehow get this flag over here. Which also I am going to use that one free advance I have to move him up here, which I meant to do before I move that other guy. Can I actually transfer a flag? It says it's carried like an item. Can I just trade? Like, can you bunny hop a flag like that? I mean, you could in the game. A dropped item is placed face up in the same cube, and it says it's treated like an item. So I guess technically I can just drop the flag. Which, to be honest, I didn't really think about. But absolutely makes sense to do in this case. So, well, hell. In this case, with him using that free advance up here before he would have moved, because it didn't change anything. I guess let me move that. And then him dropping the flag up here where our one hero who got obliterated at the beginning of the game has been sitting. Now it's my turn again, because the blue guy just went. I could pick up the flag with our wounded guy and move it down into this spawn and capture that flag, which now puts it 2-1, which means I'm going to win. There's not even a point in playing out the rest of this, because they can't possibly capture that flag. This guy's tied up. That dude's already gone. They're not even close. So yeah, that is the end of this, I think, with 2-1 at the end of the 8th round. I didn't really think about bunny hopping the flag or like setting people up to do that, to, you know, carry it back. But I guess that is a tactic, because it states that the flag is treated like an item, and you could drop an item and it not scatter, which is what I was wondering if it would do. So that's pretty good. So in this case, our red Deadeye over here, who got absolutely hammered at the start of the game, ended up winning it for us. So that's something. We definitely had some killing and some wounding going on, that's for sure. The pickup weapons make a big difference. So if any of y'all watched my first learning game, that was kind of one of the big critiques, is I was just playing Slayer. And it was very difficult to kill anybody. Like, it was just going on and on and on. And I think it was, I was going to play like 1st to 6. And then I was like, okay, this isn't happening. So I think I played like 1st to 3. And that still took like an hour and a half to get 3 kills. But playing with the actual weapon drops and stuff definitely makes a big difference. So, and that's not even playing with the item pickups as much, where you might have grenades or explosive ammo or even some of those additional things that's going to really add to that. I didn't play with grenades or anything like that just because the wording and stuff still kind of confuses me as to how that works, and I don't want to do it till I'm a little more understanding of it. So another thing, I'm really looking into trying to make like an iconic Halo map, but being limited by this small of a space, like something like Sanctuary, where you've got like a big circular structure. I feel like at this scale would still almost be like the entire middle portion, and then you wouldn't have any space for anything else. So like Lockout, it's kind of the same thing. Like if I'm picturing like the middle platform would probably be like at least a 3x3 square, and then you're not really left with a whole lot of wiggle room for the rest of it. So I don't know, but it is something I'm looking into. I think it'd be a fun project to try to create something more iconic, like Blood Gulch or something. But again, with the scale and the sizing and everything, I don't really know if that works super well. I did find some 3D files for Foundry, I think. It was the Halo 3 Forge map that had like those cargo containers and the fences and stuff, which obviously would translate to this pretty well. But we'll see. It's just something that's on the radar is all. But that's going to do it for this one. If y'all sat through this whole thing, I don't even know how long we were running for. 2 hours? I appreciate you. This is probably going to be what we're going to do next Thursday. Hopefully we'll be back down in the actual game room by that point. So I'll have a little bit more space to work with. But I don't know what we'll play next week. Maybe we'll try Oddball again, or Stronghold or something. Also, now that I've played 3 of the objective modes, I've run through 3 full games at this point. I'll probably put out a review impression type thing at some point this week and kind of round up my thoughts a little bit. But first impressions are good. So I'm really interested to see what they bring on. I want some grunt miniatures. So anyways, that's going to do it for this one. If y'all sat through the whole thing, again, I appreciate y'all for being here. If you liked the content, please do hit that like button, hit that sub button. It helps a lot, helps get it out there. The Flashpoint stuff has been fun to do. So I will see y'all in the next one. Again, videos every Friday, streams Mondays, Thursdays. Cool. See you guys.
The power of the dark side.